What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now this is going to be my Pyromaniac PVE build. My pyro build, my baby. I felt it fitting that it's raining while I talk about this, but you know, it's not here nor there. But alright, you already know the deal. Kamikazevondoom, if you enjoy it, hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions at all, let me know in the comment section below. And finally, if you are new to this channel, welcome. Hope you subscribe and mash that notification bell. That way you get notified each and every time I bring you another Division 2 video. But alright, let's try to make this one a little quick. There's going to be a lot of things to talk about. So this is my Pyromaniac PVE build. This has over 500k HP. And I get over 255 damage bonus. Telling you, this thing is amazing. I use this in heroics, level 4 control points, and I'm even thinking about putting this baby into the raid. It does that much damage, and it does it a lot. It's very reliable, and man, I actually really love it. The Pyromaniac is one of my favorite weapons in the game. I think it was like day 1 or day 2 of TU6 when I first got it, and I actually made a nice video about it. This is just a great weapon in general, and you guys will see how I get this thing to hit so damn hard. Starting off with the specialization, I use the Survivalist. Number one reason is for that incendiary grenade. But, you know, it's a lot of fun, especially with the status effects, more damage, you'll see. Now, this build centers around my primary weapon and my primary weapon only. This is the Pyromaniac. Pyromaniac is the named police M4. What makes it so damn amazing is that perfect talent, perfectly ignited. It deals 40% weapon damage to burning targets. And on top of that, after 2 kills, it applies burning to your next enemy. So in PvE especially, if you're running through those NPCs, every third one catches that burn immediately and you get to burn them down. It's a no-brainer. Now, what is cool about this is I got it up to 22.4 base damage. For all you historians out there, here you go. Its original base damage was 12,423. I got it up to 22.4. Now with Allegro, my RPMs are up to 935, and then with my sturdy extended magazine, my magazine size is now 50. On top of Allegro, I also have stop, drop, and roll, which is pretty vital when I'm trying to make everybody burn. Now as far as the mods are pretty key for that damage to elites. You need to have this hollow sight for your optic, giving you that 8%. And you also need to be running this muzzle brake, giving you that other 5%, because we are at 100% damage to elites on this build. Now as far as the underbarrel, I went with reload speed. Just to basically get more bullets down range and just try to take out these NPCs as fast as possible. This is a great face tanking build, and it will destroy named NPCs. Now the sturdy extended mag gives me that 20 round buff, which brings me up to that 50 round magazine. Now for the secondary, I use the Merciless. The Merciless is a great exotic rifle to have, but this talent brutality makes it even better. So while holstered, landing a shot gives me a 5% chance to deal 100% damage as explosive damage. That is a great buff. Great buff. You don't need to be running explosive damage anywhere on the build, but just having this with Spark, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Now for the sidearm, you could choose the Survivalist D50 if you want to run rooted, but I just went ahead with my double-barrel sawed-off. Base damage 229.5k, as premeditated, Allegro, and recharged. Now, before I get into the build, let me give you a quick overview. This is a 9-12-1 build. 9 into red, 12 into blue, and 1 into yellow. That gives me a primary base damage on my Pyromaniac, 22.4k. I have 388.5k armor and 112.5k health. For the talents little overview, I am running Perfectly Wicked, Perfectly Unbreakable, and Spark on the backpack. I do have Hard Hitting for the damage to elites, and the Hardened to give me a little bit more armor. So there's your quick little overview. Let's get into the gear. Starting off with the mask. This is a Fenris mask. So the brand set bonus, I get that 10% AR damage. I rolled 55% damage to elites, and it came with 18% hazard protection. It also has hard hitting, giving me 25% more damage to elites. So just on the mask alone, I have 80% damage to elites. Just remember that. Going on to the backpack. Gilligard backpack. So for the brand set bonuses, I have 2 and 3. So I get the 5% total armor, and I get 20% hazard protection. Any hazard protection is good hazard protection. For the attributes, 2 blues and a red, has total armor at 8%, weapon damage at 4.5, and armor at 25,568. It has the talents Hardened and Spark, so I get that extra damage. And then I have Spark. Damaging enemies with skills or explosives grant me that 15% weapon damage for 15 seconds. This is by far one of my favorite talents in the game, and using this with the Merciless, you pretty much can have this procced at all times. Now, with it being the Gila Inventory Systems backpack, I do have a red and a blue mod slot. So I have weapon damage, AR damage, and then I have armor, explosive resistance, and total armor. Going down to the gloves, like I said, I am running Perfectly Wicked. These are the Firm Handshake gloves. This is the named Sokolov Concern gloves. For the brand set bonus, I get SMG damage, but we're not using that at all. I rolled 12% AR damage. It comes with skill power and health, but the main reason I'm wearing these gloves is for the talent Perfectly Wicked. When you apply a status effect, you gain 20% damage for 20 seconds. So 20% here with the 40% on the Perfectly Ignited and the 15% on the Spark. That's 75% extra damage just there. If I proc it with the Merciless, I get that 100% damage as explosive damage. And I have 100% damage to elites. So, I mean, you're starting to understand there's a lot at play here. Oh, and by the way, my weapon damage and AR damage is at 80%. So, it's a nail driver. Nail driver. Alright, go to the chest. This is the 0F's chest piece. Named Badger Tough. Badger Tough, I get the damage to elites at 7%. That gets me up to that 100% mark. And I also get 15% armor on kill, which using this with Perfectly Unbreakable, it's pretty much a great sustainable build. That way you can survive and just get your damage down range. Now for the attributes, 2 blues and a red. You have health at 17,270 and total armor at 22%. Also comes with weapon damage at 9%, but the main reason why I'm using this is for the talent Perfectly Unbreakable. You get 100% of your max armor back when your armor is depleted. You can use an armor kit within the next 7 seconds, and it will not count against you. This proc will come back every minute. So you're face tanking an enemy, it takes your armor, this procs, you have 1 minute until you can get that to reproc again. So jump and cover, heal up, do what you need to do, and then you'll have this 60 seconds later. Now remember, you have to have 11 or more blues for this one, and you have to have 9 or more reds for Spark. So having this a 9-12 build is pretty much near min that you can have it. Now the 0F's chest piece comes with a red and a blue mod slot, so I chose weapon damage, damage to health, AR damage, and then for the blue, armor and total armor. Down to the holster, this is the Gilligard holster with 2 blues. I have 15.5% health, and then I rolled on there 45,124 health. Comes with 2 red mod slots, so I chose weapon damage, AR damage, and more weapon damage, AR damage. Finally, the knee pads, Badger Tough, comes with 2 blues and a red mod slot. I have total armor at 8.5 and armor at 11,416. Now for the red mod slot, I have weapon damage and more AR damage. Now, the skills is pretty vital. I use the fire starter as a min. You can switch off the Seeker Mines for a revive hive if you want, but having the air burst Seeker Mines is also a plus. Both of these skills apply a burn effect. That's all you need. You need the enemies to burn, and you automatically get that wicked and that perfectly ignited, and then once you shoot them, the merciless will proc, and you'll also have spark, which actually, if you're damaging them by a skill, you can already have spark as well. So like I said, if you burn an elite enemy or a named enemy, when you shoot them with all of these procs, you will have 255% damage bonus. That is huge. I am telling you, this thing melts. Now going into the stats, and then I'll get you guys out of here. So big talents, perfectly ignited, obviously using the brutality with the merciless. Now for the weapon stats, this is for my Pyromaniac. 22,361 weapon damage. I do not have crit chance. Crit damage at 25 and headshot damage at 55. Going to the offensive tab, my all weapon damage bonus is 22 and 58 for my AR damage. That is 80% if you add those two together. Scroll down to the damage to elites, and like I said, I'm at 100% damage to elites. And 30% health damage just for a kicker. Now for the gear talents, the big money makers, Spark, perfectly unbreakable, hard hitting, and perfectly wicked. Going into the defense tab, 388,458 armor with 112,474 health. I also have the 15% protection from elites, 3.64% explosive resistance, and 38% hazard protection. And that is across the board. And there you guys have it. That is my Pyromaniac PVE build. I tried to go through it as quick as possible. But yeah, here it is. Here she blows. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. With that being said, I am Kamikazevondoom. Hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.